It's 10 o'clock and it's time for the council to be in session. We have Ms. Goldberg, Ms. Mistakowski, Mr. Pacheco, and Mr. Padilla. We have 5 members present. We need 5 more for a quorum. Mr. Fuhr, Mr. Holden, would you please come to the council chamber? Mr. Savornich is here. Ms. Galanter is here. Mrs. Chick, Mr. Fuhr, and Mr. Holden. Chick is here. We're waiting for Mr. Holden and Mr. Fuhr. under the gun, Nate. Call the roll.
Burnson, Chick, Fear, Galante, Goldberg, Hernandez, Holden, Miskowski, Pacheco, Padilla, Ridley, Thomas, Swarnich, Wax, Walters, Ferraro, 10 members present in the quorum, Mr. President.
Yeah, the council will please come to order. This is a meeting of the City Council for the City of Los Angeles on the 4th day of August, 1999. There are 15 council districts in the city. The regular meeting days are Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We are currently being viewed by cable subscribers throughout the Los Angeles area on Channel 35, and we're also being monitored by council phone. First order of business.
Approval of the minutes.
All right, Mr. Pacheco moves, Mr. Padilla seconds. If there's no objections, unanimous vote. The next item.
Commendatory resolutions for approval.
If there's no objections, unanimous vote. Next item.
Before beginning the regular agenda, Mr. President, you have several items to continue. Item number 4, Councilmember Walter has requested that be continued to August 10th.
Is there any objections to continue that one to August 10th? Seeing none, that will be the order.
Item number 6, the applicant requests continuance to August 11th.
If there's no objections, unanimous vote.
Item number 8, Councilmember Holden requests to be continued to August 11th.
If there's no objections, unanimous vote.
Item number 11, Councilmember Goldberg requests to be continued to August 10th.
If there's no objections, unanimous vote.
Item number 14, Councilmember Hernandez office requests to be continued to August 18th.
August 18th or August 11th?
August 18th.
If there's no objections, unanimous vote.
And items 15 and 16, housing has requested those be continued to August 11th.
If there's no objections, unanimous vote.
The closed session, one of the closed session
What about
items,
Item 20, is that to be?
that's a closed session also. That's to be continued to August 6th.
There's no objections. There's no objections, unanimous vote. Keep eating, Rudy. Keep eating. Next item.
Required public hearings items, item number 1.
Item number 1. Is there anybody in the audience who wants to be heard on item number 1? This is one of those that we will continue the hearing until August 20th. So there's no objections. That will be the order. Next item.
Item number 2 is a public hearing, 1911 Act Street Improvement.
Any discussion on item number, anybody want to be heard on item number 2? Seeing none, the public hearing is closed. Any discussion on this? If not, prepare the roll, tabulate the vote.
10 ayes.
It is an ordinance, and the ordinance will go over 1 week. Next item.
Item number 3 is a public convenience or necessity in Council District 14.
Mr. Pacheco.
Mr. President and council members, I'd ask a no vote on number 3. We're looking into, and the proprietor is also looking into whether or not a conditional use permit is required. So he's withdrawing the application at this point, and I would deny it without prejudice at this point.
Okay, is there any discussion on that? If not, prepare the roll, tabulate the vote on Mr. Pacheco's motion.
10 ayes.
That is approved. Next item.
Item number 5 is a Planning and Land Use Committee report to be submitted.
Ms. Misakowski.
I think we should call this special. I think we have a few people here. The Planning Committee did hear it, and we do have a report, but I think it may be a required public hearing on a parcel map appeal.
Yeah, we do have people who want to be heard on it, so we'll call it special. No, we'll go through the agenda first. Next item.
Item number 7 is also a public hearing item. You have cards on that item also.
And we'll call that special. Next item.
Items for which public hearings have been held, items 9 through 13, with the exception of 11, that has already been acted on.
Any specials there? 10, 12, or 13? Any specials?
9 special.
9 is called. 9 is called special. We have 10, 12, and 13. Prepare the roll, tabulate the vote.
10 ayes.
Those are approved. Next item.
Items for which public hearings have not been held, items 14 through 19, with the exception of the 14, 15, and 16 that have been acted upon.
Okay, we have, somebody wants to be heard on 19, we'll call that special. Anybody want to be heard on any of those other items? Seeing none, the public hearing is closed. We have 17 and 18. Prepare the roll, tabulate the vote.
10 eyes.
Those are approved. Next item.
On the supplemental agenda, item number 21.
Is there any discussion on item 21? If not, prepare the roll, tabulate the vote.
10 eyes.
The committee report is approved. The ordinance will go over 1 week for the lack of 12 members. Next item.
On the continued agenda, item number 22 is a Community and Economic Development Committee report.
Any discussion on 22? If not, prepare the roll, tabulate the vote.
10 eyes.
That is approved. Next item. Forthwith on that. Next item.
Item number 23 is closed session. You want to hold that on the desk?
We'll hold that on the desk.
Item number 5, called special. You have cards.
Okay, we have John Bowman, Dan Castle, and Rick Zubar.
Yes, good morning, Mr. President, members of the council. My name is John Bowman with Jeffer Mangels, Butler, and Marlboro. I represent Granite Homes, the applicant and property owner in this case. Granite is the owner of 142 existing, legal, and presently vacant lots within the larger Oak Hill Park tract in northeast Los Angeles. Granite proposes to develop a new residential community on this property, which will result in the construction of about 92 high-quality single-family homes. The application before you today is for a lot line adjustment, which will have the effect of collapsing the existing 142 lots into about 93 single-family homes, larger lots than what presently exist. By law, the city's discretion in reviewing this application is constrained to considerations of whether the new lots conform to applicable zoning and building code requirements. That determination was made by the advisory agency in approving these applications, and of course that decision was upheld unanimously by the Board of Zoning Appeals. We are asking that the City Council deny the appeal and uphold the lot line adjustments. There are, as you will hear, other approvals we need from the city before we can proceed, and towards that end, we are working very diligently with the community, providing additional information above and beyond what's required by law, and we continue and look forward to working with the community over the next 60 days towards resolving their outstanding concerns. And I, again, urge you to deny the appeal and uphold the project. Thank you very much.
Dan Castle.
Hi, my name is Dan Cassell. I'm with Granite Homes. I just want to add one thing to what Mr. Bowman just said, which is that we have over 130 supporters for this new community, a number of which are here with us today and are prepared to speak if asked to do so. And the interesting point or fact I'd like to mention is that we found these supporters in the last 2 weeks. If there's any questions, we'd be happy to answer. Thank you.
Okay, Rick Zubar.
Good morning. My name is Rick Zuber with the law firm of Latham & Watkins, and I'm here today representing the Mount Hermon Neighborhood Association. The Mount Hermon Neighborhood Association requests that the council deny the lot line adjustments requested by the developers. This new subdivision is one that will place 92 homes on pristine hillside, and the developers are relying upon a 1902 tract map approval and have attempted to put this subdivision in place without any environmental review under CEQA for the project. On that basis, we are asking that the council deny the lot line adjustment. We are hopeful, however, to and are appreciative of the fact that the developer has agreed at a very late date to begin conversations with the community. And over the course of the next 2 months, we are hopeful that we'll obtain more information that will allow the community to evaluate the impacts of the project and hopefully reach some type of resolution before additional approvals are required for a grading permit. And we will seek a track map, a full track map with respect to the grading permit if in fact this project is not modified so that it is consistent with the community and the significant geotechnical, access, air quality, and other impacts are mitigated. Thank you very much.
Ms. Sikowski?
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm happy to present in Mr. Brunson's absence the Planning Committee report on this. This is a very unusual case, members of the council. It's a parcel map exemption. Normally we see this and it's a lot line adjustment between 2 or 3 lots. What we really have here is 4 or 5 separate parcel map exemptions which have the consequence of dealing with the 1902 tract map, a subdivision, and reducing 141 lots to 93 by way of this parcel map exemption. There obviously is an appeal on it because other than this action, the community on this pristine hillside had not had any opportunity, one, to be aware that there was a 1902 subdivision and that there was this action being brought forward. Under legal issues and opinions that are written, there is very little discretion in a parcel map exemption case, and there have been previous court cases tested. However, that does not discount the fact that the opponents, the Mount Herman Neighborhood Association, has appealed and is preserving their rights to take further action. The Planning and Land Use Management Committee did recommend denial of the appeal, but in large measure that was on reliance on the fact that there are yet other discretionary actions to occur that the community will be given full notice, that have the right of appeal to the City Council. Those 2 issues, one involves a grading permit, and that grading permit is just now in process with soil and geology reports being submitted to the Building and Safety Department Grading Division. And there is a CEQA clearance, a California Environmental Quality Act clearance that is and must be part of any grading permit to be issued. So there is fully, before appropriate agencies in the city, a full discretionary action. As part of that grading permit, the advisory agency has the ability to determine whether or not a new tract map must be provided. So the advisory agency has indicated that that will be set for a hearing, for a discussion with notification to all the property owners. And again, they can take whatever appropriate steps on the discretionary authority of that action. Separate from all of that, there are street vacations which have been processed. So those 2 are discretionary actions. And I think what the committee was concerned about is that in taking this action today, that we were not denying the community its right of appeal, its right of due process, its right of involvement, and expressing its concerns relative to the environmental consequences of such a large division on a hillside map, a hillside area involving grading, involving normal transportation issues as they relate to the other local streets in that area, air quality and the like. So it was in large measure, as I say, in contingent on and reliance on, as told to us by the city attorney, that there were yet other fully available discretionary actions before any permit or any grading or anything can occur on this property, as well as I think you heard today indicated the 2 sides are now talking, particularly among their attorneys representing those interests, that we did bring forward the recommendation for denial of the appeal, allowing the parcel map exemption to go forward with yet more steps available and in process that the community and the developer will have to discuss and come before appropriate agencies to determine.
Mr. Pacheco?
Mr. President, council members, as you know, this development is in my district. I have been working with both sides of the debate, the Mount Herman Association attorneys and the Granite Homes attorneys, to make sure that all concerns that we have in terms of this type of development are addressed. I've made sure that the developers understand that the community is a part of the process, and the next 2 months they're going to have some good faith negotiations to make sure that this development conforms with their needs to have a place of basically living where they can feel that their community is their community. So I really encourage us to move forward. As Councilmember Misakowski pointed out, there are some legal parameters that we work under. The lot line adjustments do not give us the options to put conditions. The developers and the community know that we will be able to impose conditions during the grading permit process and maybe even require a track map at that time. So everyone knows that the process is still ongoing, and we're going to be working with both sides to make sure that this is a good development for the city and the 14th Council District. So at this point, I do support the committee's recommendation and ask that we all support it.
All right, Mr. Fuhr. Okay, we have item number 5 before us. Prepare the roll on the committee report. Tabulate the vote.
9 ayes, 1 no.
That is approved. Next item.
Item number 7, you have cards.
Jeff Brain, William Lee.
Good morning, Mr. President and council members. My name is Jeff Brain, and I'm here to speak on support of the Sherman Oaks bid. I'm past president of the Sherman Oaks Chamber of Commerce. I'm very aware of this particular area. I started the Sherman Oaks Street Fair. I've been an active broker and have dealt in this particular area as well. I'm also the prior chair of the Ventura Boulevard Specific Plan and led the effort to move towards business improvement districts and away from the oppressive trip fees and development fees. I urge the council to support the establishment of the Sherman Oaks Business Improvement District. The community has worked over a period of several years to develop consensus and support for this bid. The community, both the business and homeowner community in Sherman Oaks, overwhelmingly support this bid, and these bids are essential to the future economic health, well-being of the Ventura Boulevard communities. So I urge you again to support this bid. Thank you very much.
William Lee, then Robert Heyman.
Mr. President, council member, my name is Bill Lee. I have lived and worked in Sherman Oaks for 45 years, and my father opened a Chinese restaurant in 1954, and we've been working on this business improvement district. I like this very much to see that improve this area, especially after earthquake, and so I support the bid, and thank you very much.
Robert Heyman, and then Sandra Froelich.
Good morning, Mr. President, council members. My name is Robert Heyman, and for the past 22 years, I represent and am one of the partners in Sherman Oaks Town Center, one of the shopping centers in this area. We strongly support this bid for the very simple, expedient reason that we believe it would be good for not only the residents but the merchants to improve the area. Thank you.
Thank you. Sandra Froelich, and then Leslie Elkan.
I'm Sandra Froelich. I spoke to you last month on behalf of this bid, speaking on behalf of the Sherman Oaks Chamber of Commerce. I also brought with me today a letter from Kristen Farrell, who is writing to you asking for support of the bid on behalf of her business, which is the Children's Time Machine, and co-owner Paula Kent-Meehan. I'm not sure you want to have me read the entire letter, but I'll make sure that Councilman Fuhrer has it in case anyone would like to review it. Thank you.
Thank you. Leslie Elkan and Richard Gauthier.
Hello, I'm Leslie Elkin, and I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to you today. My husband is the trustee of some small properties in the Sherman Oaks Business Improvement District, and I'm here representing our family. I would just like to say that we strongly support the bid, and we feel that it would be a great asset both to our tenants and to our properties. Thank you.
Don't worry about it. We'll look it up.
Mr. President, council members, my name is Richard Gauthier. I'm a business owner in Sherman Oaks, the Sherman Oaks Town Center. And the other speakers so far have been property owners for the most part. I am a tenant, and as a tenant, I recognize that I will receive a prorated assessment of the bid expenses, and I recognize the value, and I fully support it. Thank you.
Mike Maloney.
Good morning. My name is Mikey Maloney. I'm actually a lifetime resident of Sherman Oaks. I'm also an active member of the Sherman Oaks Homeowners Association. We actively support this bid. We think that it will enhance our area and add much-needed improvements. It's also a great opportunity for community interaction and involvement. I am also the 5th District representative for the Ventura Boulevard Plan Review Board. The Plan Review Board has fostered the encouragement, has fostered the opportunity for these improvements, and the Plan Review Board also supports this bid. Thank you so much.
Okay, that's all the cards we have. Mr. Fuhrer?
Thank you very much, Mr. President. As you can tell from the testimony, rarely has there been a business improvement district proposed before this council where there has been unanimity of opinion. And here we have that today. Every single person who took the time to be here is strongly supportive of creating a business improvement district in Sherman Oaks. We all know how strongly Sherman Oaks was hit by the earthquake, but it has come back stronger and better than ever before. Business is booming, the residential area is going great guns, and now is the time to continue that momentum. And that's what the Business Improvement District promises to do. The area targeted for improvement under the proposal before us is an area that is really the heart of the commercial area of Sherman Oaks. And I am confident that if the Business Improvement District is approved by the City Council today, as I urge us to do unanimously, we will continue to propel the neighborhood forward, and Sherman Oaks will continue to have its place as one of the best communities in Southern California. So I urge unanimous support and look forward to continuing to work with the leadership of the Business Improvement District and the Chamber of Commerce in the area, because this is an important catalyst for not only the business district in Sherman Oaks, but for the entire neighborhood. Thank you.
Okay, anyone else want to be heard? If not, prepare the roll, tabulate the vote.
10 ayes.
4/5, please, Judge.
That, it's an ordinance, so it goes over 1 week. Those in the audience, it is an ordinance, and an ordinance has to be at least 12 members present, and it has to be unanimous. We only have 10 today, and we will not have 12, so it will go over 1 week. You need not come back next week. I'm sure there's no problem in passing it. Next item.
Item number 9, called special by Councilmember Chick.
Mrs. Chick?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, I just wanted to draw your attention to the action we're about to take today, as all of us have been engaged one way or the other in the nuisance abatement process and in trying to eliminate both blight and problem properties in our districts, as well as businesses that have become nuisances in their neighborhoods. It was brought to my attention that besides the very elongated process that exists with zoning administrator hearings, appeals to the BZA, to the Plum Committee and the Council, there still was another potential appeal process after Council did its final action of the appellant being able to go to the Building and Safety Commission and appeal the conditions that had been carefully crafted by the council. This action, through ordinance, removes the appeal process where an appellant will no longer be able to continue dragging the process out and appealing the conditions and continuing to create problems in our neighborhoods. So I am sure that I'm correct in relying on your unanimous vote, and it's one more step in smoothing out a process that has taken way too long to begin with. Thank you.
Item number 9 before us, prepare the roll, tabulate the vote.
10 ayes.
The committee report is adopted, but it's an ordinance and it goes over 1 week. Next item,
Item number 19, you have cards on the item.
item 19, we have a Larry Taylor.
Good morning, President and council members. My name is Larry Taylor.
What about him? Go ahead, Mr. Taylor. Don't pay any attention to Nate Holden. He's disruptive all the time.
Well, he pays attention to us, so I guess I'll give in to him for a while. I'm a member of the Fremont Place Association. I'm a longtime resident. I've lived in Fremont Place for 26 years. There are 73 homes in the Fremont Place area, and there are 2 major streets running north and south. Those streets have been the responsibility of Fremont Place to repair over the years, but unfortunately in recent years we've had major damage to our roads by the very large garbage trucks that were incorporated to be used by the city, the automatic garbage trucks, and they've torn up our roads tremendously. Although we realize we have to be responsible for the repair of those roads, we are asking the city to help us to assess the individual homeowners within the property, 73 homes, for the work. We will be responsible for the payment of that, but we ask that you help us because we have no legal authority to go to each homeowner to insist that they pay their fair share. If the city would hopefully do that for us, it would make our work much easier. The roads are in deplorable condition and must be repaired, but as I say, we have no mechanism to approach every homeowner. We have a majority of the people that would like to repair the roads, but unfortunately, we have no other way of going except to ask the council to help us. Thank you very much.
Mr. Taylor, the public hearing is closed. Mr. Holden, did you want to be heard?
Mr. President, the city street maintenance have been out and looked at this. You have DWP has gone out and they have to tear up the roads from time to time to compromise the integrity of the roads, to do some major repairs. It's an old neighborhood. But the people have been very fair. They're saying, okay, fine, we'll pay not only our share, but the share of the city's responsibility for what they contribute to in terms of the degradation of the roads when they maintain it. You know, in the city roads, DWP's got to pay for this, but there they don't. So what they want to do is that repair the roads, put them in good condition. They want the CC&Rs provide an opportunity for them to assess each homeowner. But they want it to work like the lighting districts. And they want the city attorney and the city engineer and the Bureau of Street Lighting to come together to come up with a mechanism by which each homeowner can be assessed for the repairs. In addition to that, Mr. President, the city will do the repairs. They'll pay the city back, so that's a good idea. So they're not really asking for nothing other than an opportunity to upgrade their roads. And so I ask that this motion be amended to include the Bureau of Street Lighting, and then we move for the adoption of the motion.
Okay, any
You
further
used to represent
discussion?
this area, so you know all about it.
Any further discussion? If not, the roads were in better shape when I was there, Nate. Call, prepare the roll, tabulate the vote.
10 ayes.
That is approved. Forthwith on that. Yeah. It was annexed to San Pedro at one time, wasn't it, Nate? Next item.
This is the time for comments from the public on non-agenda items.
Do we have anybody that wants to be heard on public comment? Seeing none, the public comment, we have no cards. Public comment period is closed. We do have some executive session items. We will go into executive session, but all those not involved with the executive session, please leave the council chamber. And at the same time, would we clear off the desk?
Motions for posting and referral.
There's no objection, unanimous vote.
That clears the desk for closed session.
Okay, we'll wait until we clear the room for executive session. Okay, the council will come back to order. The next item.
The desk is clear, Mr. President.
The desk is clear. Do we have anything else before us? Any adjourning motions? If not, the council is adjourned.